Alright, I don't know what happened there. Went out and saw that the light was blinking on my router. So something borked with my connection. But I think it should be back to working properly. I hope. I hope. I'm not exactly sure what caused it, but hooray for more technical difficulties. This was definitely something going on with my router. When I went out there, the light was blinking, so I just had to wait to reestablish. Took advantage of the fact that I was having some unscheduled downtime to top off my coffee here. Ah, yeah, that's still too hot to drink. All right. Ahem. Oh, anyway, I don't know where I left off, or where the stream left off, but I had just gotten back here to Gray Bay and wandered my way over here to Lord Gort, and I managed to abandon Dancelame over here, took all of their gear off, and I have now hired Lord Gort, level 31. Let's see here. Let's give you a better weapon. Ooh, that looks angry. I like it. Okay. So now I've got a cyborg version of whatever race the Gorka is. I have this Gort. So I've got, or not Gorka, Morka. I've got Gort and Morka. There we go. So let's move on with things. I've got some questing to do, and I have a new companion to do it with. Okay. Basically, I stripped all the stuff off of Dancelame, put what I could on Lord Gort here. I thought their name when I picked up the quest was Glardo, so I renamed the stream Glardo the Enhanced, but I guess I was wrong. Maybe that was a name of a different quest giver, but now we have Gort. Gort Klaatu Barada Nikto. And if you don't know what that is, a fantastic couple of movies. One much older than the more recent one. The more recent one actually has Keanu Reeves as the main star. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I am going the wrong way. And the story is all about this alien, not even just race, but conglomeration of races that have decided that Earth is just not in the best of hands with humans. And so they have come to rescue Earth from humans and destroy the planet. And one of the characters has a servitor named Gort. But Gort actually In the new one, they gave Gort an acronym, G-O-R-T. It was very convoluted, very contrived, but Gort was the name of this servitor, and the main actor in the original movie commanded in this alien language, commanded Gort. They said, "Gort, Klaatu Verada Nikto." And what's hilarious is in the Evil Dead movie, Army of Darkness, the main character, Ash, is assigned to say those same words to identify which is the correct book, which is the correct Necronomicon. And he says, Klaatu Verada, and then he forgets the last word, so he goes, there, I said it. I said your stupid words. But when I long after I saw the original of the was Day the Earth Stood Still, I think is the name of it. Long time after it, I saw the Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, and then I heard this phrase show up in it, and I thought, I know that phrase from somewhere, and it all clicked. And just seeing it show back up in this horror movie, it was great. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. More Necro Raiders 2. Destroy. Destroy all Necro Raiders. I right-clicked. Thank you. Yeah, that coffee's still way too hot. Did I think it had cooled off enough between sips? I didn't think so. I just hoped so. Whoa. Transition happened sooner than expected. My dad used to joke when he would drink piping hot coffee, he would say that if you looked real closely at the back of his tongue, it was stamped with the words genuine leather. To sort of acknowledge the fact that we're drinking coffee that's extremely more warm than it needs to be for consuming. I used to help my dad. He had all of my life actually been working in carpentry, and so when I was a teenager, I would ride along with him and help him on site for a lot of the jobs, help hang doors and drywall. I put in a basement for one of the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team members. I put in marble paneling for another one. I got to hang out at a convention with my dad, with Bob Vila, who is a name from an old TV series where he would go and fix up houses and stuff. And while on the road, on the way to work or whatever, we would stop and get our breakfast, donuts, and I would get my orange juice or whatever, and my dad would get this just piping hot cup of just black coffee, black as sin, and it became just an everyday routine where he would take that first sip and say, "Yep, that's hot." I do not miss some of the nonsense that goes with putting in carpentry related stuff. I don't like having to hold stuff above my head until the screws are put in or the glue sets or whatever. I don't miss that. Not at all. Look at that, we've got a little skeleton. A skeleton that I did not cause. Oh, my abomination's gone, that's right. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad I don't have to deal with carpentry stuff anymore. It's not because I don't enjoy the work or don't see the merit in it. It's because even long time before I messed up my shoulder, I already knew that I didn't like holding stuff in place with my arms. Didn't drop anything. Guess I go this way? Just a heads up, by the way, if whatever happened to my network happens again, like if it's just there's something like work being done on the line somewhere that's affecting my connectivity, then what I will probably do is just drop a message in Discord when I do get back online. But I probably won't stream a third time tonight if it goes down. Just a heads up there. But I'm hoping I can just continue with this stream until I get to a good stopping point. Wow. Oh, you dropped a whole bunch of stuff. I was actually about to say, this fight's going on an awful long time. I hope I get some loot for it. Come on, attack. What'd you drop? A better crossbow than what I've got. However, my crossbow is technology based. But this is slower attack speed. But it's only 10% slower, but the damage, the maximum is almost double what I already have. Oh, but I'm using a gun, that's right. What do you have? Here. What's going on? What are you doing? What are you regenerating? Your mana? You must be regenerating mana. Here, have an upgrade, Morka. Oh, dead end? And also a dead end. Okay. So I guess I needed to go this way after all. I have leveled. Give me more power. One, two, and yep. This and that. What's this? Increase. Oh, that's a activated skill. And this is damage reduction, parry and dodge. What's this? Duration of the shield. Overload. Overload the shield and the mechanical slave. There's the mechanical slave. Oh, there's shield. Generate a stasis field which blocks all missiles in both directions. Oh, that's nice, but that's an activated skill. I'd rather be doing damage than blocking damage. The sooner my enemy dies, the less blocking I need to do anyway. Ain't it? Okay, let's see if this is the right direction this time. Yeah, I wish I had taken a screenshot. But I got the strangest kind of message over on Streamlabs after the stream quit because it lost connection. But it made it seem like I can't cross there. Made it seem like I could just pick up where I left off, but oh, I can cross there. It's water. But that was not the case. Nothing pointed to it. Not this way. Looks like it's up these stairs. You guys don't notice that you're being shot at? Come on, go get him. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, keep shooting, keep attacking. What on earth? Not the best AI. There goes loot down the hill. Keep going. It is dark here. I only very vaguely remember this part of the game. I remember the Cloud City pretty keenly. But I definitely don't remember climbing a giant cave. What is this? A shield. A shield counts as well. Stop attacking things. There. Go play with the bad guys, please. Alright, what have we got? Resist. I don't need to find potions all that much. More armor value. This is actually not too bad of a shield. It's not tech-based. Alright, so here's my quandary. This is where the RP comes in. I know that this is better stats than what I've got. But I want all three of us to have technology stuff. So anything that I can replace with technology is going to be great. While this is a better shield, I'm going to have to resist the urge to use it or give it to any of them because it is not a technology shield. There will be technology gear to fill that void later, but I have to make the decision and stick to my guns. Like this says engineer's dream. I'm sure that this is a tech helmet. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's start swapping out tech gear for reasonably better stats. Why did you stop shooting? There we go. Looks like I need to go up here. I believe so firmly in technology, or my character does, that I will take a loss in stats just so that I can adhere to the tech. I wish there was a reasonable way that I could export this map to be able to get a better look at it, because I can't really see everything that's going on. There's probably not much of a ceiling, if any at all. But this is the sort of place that I wouldn't mind trying to build. But I'm having a hard time understanding all the stuff that's going on in it. Alright, what's this gear here? Scaled armor gloves. Is not tech. I heard that. Oh, I just spent all my mana. That's alright. I do remember this. Okay. Engineer's dress. Boots. Coat of mail gloves. Is that going to be... That's not tech. But this is definitely tech. Oh, I need you to keep your healing stat. And you don't have enough intelligence. How far off are you on the intelligence? No! Yikes. I mean, I'm 14 points behind. Yeah, I'll hold on to this. It is tech. And I guess I'll just have to start dumping in intelligence. Really? Can you not break a barrel? Is that not breakable? Okay. Strange. Murder, death, kill. Coat of mail, scaled armor, gloves. Wait, scaled? That might be... It's not. So if I shoot the thing on top, that's what does it. Go to the next zone. I guess that's the door here. Okay. Uh-oh. Dialogue. I don't know who this is. This must be Lord Gort. What a disgusting place. What unbearable perversion. These heretics who transform science into arcane black magic must be destroyed! It's true that the use of technology on living beings is quite terrifying, but their Zeppelin is truly impressive. Or, yes, that's it. Calm down a bit, old fellow. We are going to fight them anyway, but it's not worth trying to see evil everywhere. The Zeppelin is truly impressive. It honestly is. Since they master science better than others, the temple must be merciless with them. These diabolical manipulations are such that they blacken the good name of progress among the people. Come, let us be the mechanical arm of the purifying angel. I wouldn't have put it like that, but since we have to fight them anyway, charge! So Gort is already 100% technology. I don't have to convert him. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. If my character were just adamantly wanting to convert everyone and everything to technology, he would make it his goal to make his companions exclusively be non-tech, so he could convert them to the side of tech. But my character isn't that. He's not mechane, he's mechane. He's lazy. And so, seeing that he was likely going to be tech for a start, and then when I got him, seeing that he was already 100% tech, I think, yeah, 100% tech, which beats me. I realized I have to have it. It's a done deal. It's a level. Let's dump in intelligence for now. Animal skin is definitely not tech. Leather's not. Let's drink a potion. Because pending boss fight. Oh, that's a chasm. Of all the places to put a chasm. Alright, what are we dealing with here? An undead version of these trolls, and it's a pirate person. Captain Krayar. Ah, you've come at a good moment. Really? You're going to help me, it's perfect. Really, and what if I don't feel like it? No problem. I need to try out my latest war model anyway. Don't take this personally, but it's my job to stop intruders. Let me just take care of this little difficulty and I'm all yours. Stop beating up my friends when I'm in a dialogue. They can't fight when I'm in a dialogue, apparently. Now we fight. What a load of junk. I had a feeling that troll I bought wasn't very fresh. I'm afraid that you don't have the time to improve the model. Tell me where you have taken the princess. She is gone, taken to our master, the very noble is... And he falls dead. This is becoming a habit. You search the body and discover a piece of map showing the old... You don't look like you're very dead to me, just saying. A piece of map showing the old cemetery, and in particular the crypt of a certain Isnahel. It is written that a tablet is needed to enter and that it can be found at the garrison, which is not far away. Now he's dead. Bear paw, that sounds non-mechanical. Air robes, that's a no. Okay, well, those were necro brains, so that's a quest complete. I think I have all the ones I needed for it. Yep, 5 necro brains. There we go. So I need to go over there and to rob the tablet. But first, let's go turn in the necro brains. What was that? I said forward. How is walking like this forward? That was weird. If you kill 5 more, there's always more where that came from. Repeatable! Of course. Okay. So it looks like if I follow this road east, now that I recognize it's a road, traveling music. Finally, some good XP. Pilot's tunic. Pilot sounds very techy. It is. Find magic, life regen, and healing. What's yours? You have that max power, and I've seen you get low on power before. Yeah, you get more armor and some life regen. You have been rewarded with technology. Take the blessing of Methane. Prophet's staff. No. Wait, you stopped attacking? Why did you stop attacking? I didn't say stop attacking. If he's shooting at you, shoot back. There you go. Late to the party, but at least you arrived. I'm just gonna keep following the road. There's a transition, but I don't know exactly where it's going to lead me. More fights, that's where. Take this and that. His nose. Studded leather armor. It is not tech. Max power. Power regeneration. A lot more armor, plus you would lose the force. You know what? Lose the 28% find magic objects, but plus 2% quality of materials. But I think that that's just the components for crafting. It doesn't have to do with magic objects. I'll think about it. Where am I going? I guess this way? Ah, there we go. I would consider giving myself more armor if I were frequently getting hit. But because I spend most of my time at a distance shooting at things, I don't really need the armor as much. So where would the entrance be? I guess it's over here. Well, the wall or the border comes in that way. Pulley bow. You're not really using a bow, but this does enforce the technology rule. Let's go around this side first. The arrow's pointing over that way, so it could be either. Problem is, the whole wall looks mechanical, so I don't know what's going to be the door. So it looks like I'm trying to get right on the other side of this wall. But I don't know where the door is. And this is the edge of town, so I have to go the other direction. Okay. There was probably a point in time when I had this map memorized. That is no longer the case. That's a new level. Boop, 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 boop. And then to there. And so I have to put a point there if I want to get that maxed out. Okay. Anything that resembles a door. Aha! A door! Let me in. Knock, knock. Open sesame. Okay, I guess I have to get closer for you to recognize you're being shot at. Okay, lump of steel. Scaled armor. Twisted bow feels like it's nature. Pilot's tunic. Sounds like it is tech. It is tech. You would lose that bonus. And you need the life regen because you're in melee. But it's tech. know what? It's more armor. Let's commit to the bit. Light gun. Mechanical saw. Same range. Come on. Go play with him. There we go. Better damage. Same attack speed. Here, let me move this over here so I can see. My current is technology 15. This is technology 32. Commit to the bit. Alright, this is 33, mine is 30. Ooh, move. Okay, so I don't talk to you, it's just go straight to fighting. Got it. Wood, oiled leather, gold, open the chest, generally junk. Could you tell me more about the mechanical temple? It's a vast subject. What can I tell you? It was created years ago to ensure the science remains good and just. I've been serving it for about 15 years now. One day you must tell me how you ended up there. Anyway, let's go. So did I killed the dude. Does it just get implied that I picked up the tablet? I guess it does. So now I have to go this way. I'm gonna fast travel. Lazy is as lazy does. Oh, what's this? What a noble mission! Saving a young woman from the claws of a demonic monster whose creator is from the most degenerate racer as my engines are revving. I hope we're in time to save the princess. Regarding Isnahel, I'm wondering if this story about the creation of the Necro Raiders isn't a myth after all. Try not to spray oil everywhere in your excitement. Come on, let's go. Let's do the first one. In any case, myths can also damage body and soul. The temple will be overjoyed knowing that we have defeated this symbol of perversion. My word, if the temple were to help, you must really tell me all about it one day. I am very interested in this organization. Why, yes I am. Wait, does that increase my technology? No, I'm still 70. Let's summon the abomination. Summon the mechanical slave. And then attack. Knock knock! Ooh, another backpack. I was actually thinking just a little bit ago about why there aren't as many backpacks as I remember there used to be. What do we got here? Here. Oh, you have life regen on your backpack. What about you? Have a backpack.
Gaharon sends you his regards, but regrets, however, that you have left him at the mercy of the Shadow.
Kara is a her, not a him. One hand didn't know what the other one was doing when they wrote the script, apparently. Shut up, you. Leather, steel, onyx sphere, studded leather. Okay. Are you not going to attack, or? Piece of wood. Ring. Anything important? No, but it fills a slot. I don't know how that missed, but okay.
What a shame. She liked you so much, you know. And she's waiting for you to join her.
Now it's a her? That's enough. You don't know Kara, so stop speaking in her name. Quite the combat. There, now get these guys, please. Lumberjack's tunic, brutal axe, short sword. None of these seem like they're going to be any good use. Piece of wood. And I'm choosing to engage all these groups because I haven't seen a yellow number in a while, so that means that this is starting to get higher level than what should be comfortable for my character, so I'm going to try to squeeze out a little bit more XP. Run, but you can't hide. You're in a corner now, buddy. Okay. Are you guys uncaring? Alright, come over here. Everyone pile on the goober. Here, come over here. No, don't go past them. I will say this character type, I'm not used to taking this long to go through this game and go through the content, because I would play a druid that would turn into a werewolf and all my attacks would be right in their face, and I'd just walk up to a group of them and take the whole group out in just seconds. Should you free an insane person or make him not alive by radiation, despite him being a ghoul, It's not normal radiation. Alright, so insane in what way? There's different kinds of insane. Hey, I can wear these boots now. Now, how do I want to go about... This is damage reduction, and this is passively increase the effectiveness of dodging and parrying. So, if I do this, I require technology 75 to get that. Okay. Not using that. So let's up the stats of my abomination, I guess. His son locked him up in an asylum and insists he went psycho after an artifact fused to his father's skull. Oh! That one! He's not really a ghoul. Technically, what has happened is the guy made a pact with an eldritch being, and it made it so that his blood makes him undying, and anyone or anything that consumes his blood is also immortal because of that. And by killing him, by killing the guy with the thing on his head, it makes it so everyone else who relies on his blood for their own immortality is also going to die. So, what you ought to take into account is there is 100% findable information in the game that maybe you yourself have not found, but maybe your character would have, that points to this patriarch being a necessary evil if the rest of the family wants to continue surviving to fight other evil. So take that into account with your decision. I know exactly which quest you're talking about. Apprentice's black armor. What is Apprentice's black armor? It's just armor. Okay. that's a blue item. Oh, but it's holy armor. Ew. And now this needs strength. Oh! Oh. So you need 63 strength. And you're at 51, so theoretically, you could get there. I'll move it down. It's not tech, but until we find tech, this could be useful. If you get there first. Mechanical armor, that sounds, well, mechanical. Okay, so then the question becomes, what would your character do? How are you playing this character? Is it just adventure out in the wasteland, or do you have a story for your dude? Slash chick. My goodness. Oh, you were a champion and you didn't drop anything? Ew. I need to go this way, it looks like. Oh, that thing about fitting in the cup noodle thing, it's not whether or not the amount of water fits in. It's water expands while it's boiling, and so they have I've tested it. The standard cup noodle, if you put any more water in than what the cup is intended for, it will boil over. Even if it's just briefly, it will still boil over.
Kara's soul has been devoured, dissolved by the shadow. Nothing is left of her. Give up, or you will end up the same as the poor princess.
What have you done to her? Leave her out of all this. She is just an innocent young girl.
Oh, sweet. That reminds me of a time when I was, like you, lost in my feelings. I could barely think straight. I'm happy to no longer have those ridiculous shackles when I see where that takes you. You are so predictable. That mush will lead you straight to the master, where you will meet your end.
What do you have to do with Kara? What is this master you speak of?
I have better things to do than to tell you all that. And what use will it be once you too have become one of my soldiers? If you lay down your weapons, I promise you won't suffer. However, if you are considering fighting me, You will regret it.
I'll send you to your grave. Wouldn't that be back to their grave? Because they're dead. Or undead. Kill the abomination? Well, let's kill an abomination with an abomination. Do 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 do. Cool princess. Kara, what's happened to you? What have you become? Okay, come on. Everyone engaged. There we go. Alright, it says, looking through the remains of Isnahil's laboratory, or laboratory as I comically use the word, you find old notebooks telling the stories of the Scarlet Dawn Society. Scarlet Dawn? Wait a minute. That was used in... No, it was Mythic Dawn, sorry, okay. Several of the relics are illegible, or several of the texts, it says texts, wow, are illegible, speaking of illegible, but you managed to understand most of it. Next. It concerns the ancient character who not only created the Death Shadow, but also a way to eliminate it thanks to the Black Crystal. I'm sorry, the Black Crystal. According to Isnahil's latest research, this stone is found in the Duchy of Steelite, the hands of the descendants of the knight who founded the duchy. You merely have to go to Steelite and find the stone if you want to save Kara. Merely. The end. Oh my goodness, there's more. It said the end, why is there more? The princess, how horrible! And we killed her. Poor little girl, what are we going to do? Can we heal her, perhaps? I have three options. Alas, I think not, Morka. She is dead, and the spell cast on her is bound to thwart any attempt at resurrection. We must resign ourselves to it. Option 2. Morka, don't be stupid. You know very well that she is dead, and in the state she is in, resurrection isn't going to do the trick. We may have been unable to save her, but we have avenged her, and we can still rescue Kara. Or option 3. Wait, I thought Kara was princess. What? Okay. Option 3. I think the only ones who can do anything are the Nectar Raiders. I don't think that Silverfall needs a princess like that. Enough of this absurdity. Let's go. I want to say that the first one would be the most prudent. Alright, what did I pick up here? Apprentice's steel armor. Oh, so it's just gloves. And it's not even tech. Ew. And no new weapons. Two did sound good, but it involves me talking down on Morka, and I don't want to. That's the thing about these dialogues, that what you say has a chance at some sort of effect, is it doesn't tell you what the effect is going to be. So you just kind of have to go with your gut. Viva La Dirt League has a good skit on that, where you pick what you think is the correct dialogue option, and then the next sentence that follows after you pick the dialogue is completely not what you were going after. What? What? How did I die? Excuse me? No. No, no. No. No, 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 no. That was baloney. Here, let's get a little bit of more combat. Summon my abomination. You haven't hit your limit for sodas since you said it? Well, that's good. My limit for sodas is no more than 1 soda a month. And I also have not hit my limit since I said it. Cutting back on sodas drastically reduced my weight. Speaking of weight reduction, I have noticed that I've been putting on a little bit extra of late, and so now I need to cut back on some of my food intake. Where did this murdering happen? It was back over here, wasn't it? It was these guys. These guys killed me. Somehow. I think. One liter of soda a day. Oh my goodness, that if I had a liter of soda a day, I'd be another 30 pounds heavier. And excessively broke. Let me tell you, regarding the metabolism thing, your body will just reach a point where it stops its normal metabolism routine, and it'll start to backfire very rapidly sometimes. I discovered that. I used to be able to pack away any food that I ever wanted all the time, and then all of a sudden it was like a switch was flipped. And I went from being able to eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, to holy cow, why don't my pants fit? Alright. Give me that XP. Phew. Green item. Actually, I think I might do well to just go ahead and get out of here. There's another purple there. I'll go after the Necrorator. What was this that I got? More power, more armor value. Less shadow damage. You. Resist. Okay. What is that red number? 66 intelligence. That is one thing I'm very glad for. I don't think anyone on either side of my family has diabetes. I don't think anyone has it. So I've got that going for me, which is good because I consumed and still do consume more than my fair share of sweets. Sugar makes quick energy to burn, but not necessarily good energy. What you want is a good mix of energy. The sugar helps to jumpstart things, but it's not the best energy. Oh, that's a nature's backpack. Ha-ha! I just saw backpack. I will sell that. The ghosts are taking too long to kill. Alright, let's get out of here. The next quest I have is over here. How do I get there though? I think I have to go north and around? I don't remember. Let's go to the crypt and then turn around and go outside. Okay. Says I need to go this way. I am inside this area. Let's just go this way and see where it takes me. Don't hit the gun. actually like to know how I died earlier. Like, clearly I wasn't paying attention to things, but for some reason, I was getting targeted while my companions weren't doing anything or something. I don't know what was going on, but I don't like it. Really? Come on. There you go. So the plan here is I want to get over to Steel Light, way over there. And I'm going to manually save on stream again, just to make sure that future me, if he needs to, can go back and rewatch it and say, yes, for sure, I saved right there. Because I don't want to have to do this walk again. But what I'm going to end up doing is I will go to a transition zone, because I think it saves at all the transition zones. Like going inside a building or whatever. Master's backpack. What do we got here? Chance of finding materials. Ick. I want out of the cemetery. How do I get out of the cemetery? I'm gonna have to fight you, aren't I? Yeah, if you're going Minutemen, I would also tend to agree with what Valentine says. His robotic gut instinct is typically the good guy choice. But like I was saying, it really does depend on what you're doing with the character. Hey, I'm actually shooting him now. Cool. I think past this last little group, there's a way to cross out of the fence right there to get out of here, I hope. If not, I'm gonna have to just hug the perimeter. Did I level? Must have. Let's dump it into strength. That seems to be the next shortcoming. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool beans. Let's resummon you. There you go. What I might do, once I max this out, is get an Avenging Spirit, but that doesn't really feel very mechy to me. Putrefaction doesn't feel mechy. Elemental Servant. I think I know what this is. This is that little tiger beast thing. Huh. Well, at least I can put points in here for the next few levels to finish that one off. Alright, let's get past these guys. Okay, now, everyone focus on the purple guy, please. Thank you. There we go. Apprentice's mechanical armor. That sounds mechanical. It doesn't do anything except add armor though. And I don't have enough strength. I'll hold on to it. All right. Okay, so it's the edge of the cemetery, but I can't actually get out. Oh, and that's gonna send me all the way around. Let me through, thank you, please. Go get him. You know, I did the quest to deal with Isnahel. That should have upped my technology. Based on the way he was wording all of his commentary. it would have been the technology choice. And again, no loot. Okay. So, can't go that way. Go through these guys. No? It wouldn't be over there. Oh, this looks like it leads back there, but it doesn't. And neither does that. A gate! Ay, ay, ay. So I go south and I go all the way over. Oh boy. That was a lot of fighting just to leave the cemetery. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Supervisor's scepter. That's technology. Two-handed. But she's already got a good enough one. Shotgun. What we got here? 1 to 130, increased range. 21 versus 130. Slightly higher tech. Requirements are fulfilled, so that doesn't really matter. It's ever so slightly better than the one I've got. And really, what more could I ask? Well, other than, you know, enchanted. Oops, can't go down that way. Morka, protect yourself. Come on. All right, twisted bow. Again, not worth it. Well, this is a nice illuminated patch. Surely this is where I'm supposed to go, right? Stupid pathfinding. All right. Onward! Ahem. I said... There we go. Oh, I need to summon my friends. Come on. Don't just take it. Dish it out. Good job. Let's go. Nope, now let's get close to them. See, these guys take a lot less time to kill than the ghosts did. Excuse me? What's going on? Oh, you're just regenerating. Gotcha. Can't cross here, huh? Whoa. Something tells me I can't use the bridge. Upkeep on the infrastructure is just terrible in this duchy. I need to get a guy on that. I go in through here? Of course not. Aha! Merchant! Please buy all my trash. And thank you. Why am I... Oh, I see. Okay, so what do we have here? Why can't I use this rifle? Agility and level. But once I get to that level, I could use it. And its base damage is going to be what my max damage is. Plus this adds fire and air damage. I'll buy it. And that just means I need to start dumping into agility now. Okay. Good enough. Alright, before I do anything else, I'm going to go save. McCain, I can't go and see the Duchess. Oh really, why not? I committed a horrible crime. And the Duchess will never forgive me. I don't want her to put all the blame onto you or your quest to fail because of me. Alright, yeah. Come clean. Quit playing all of this amnesia thing. What's all this about then? You'd better tell me after all this time you've been dwelling on your remorse. Or, come on Morka, once again, you're wrongly accusing yourself of half of the planet's problems. Don't be ridiculous and follow me. I'm doing the first one. Well, years ago, I was a bodyguard for the Prince of Steelite, the brother of the present Duchess. I was at his side when the duchy's possessions in the west were attacked by the Savage League. I fought and tried to protect the prince, but when the battle was over, he was poisoned. Nobody could save him. He died in my arms, and there was nothing I could do. Okay, so you fought and tried to help, and they were more successful than you at fighting. That's what war is. I think I'm beginning to understand your behavior a little better. What did you do then? Or, it's very sad, Morka, but it's ancient history. The Duchess has surely forgotten you, and you too should get over this. First option. I learned to be a healer so that it would never happen again. I was at Silverfall with the master when the city was attacked, and once again I was powerless to do anything. You know the rest. And so did you. You lied about the amnesia. Anyway, I see, but even if now I understand things a little better, the present situation is just as ridiculous. The prince's death was not your fault. How could the Duchess hold that against you? I'm sorry, maybe you are right, but I can't help but feel guilty. I think that I'll only feel better when the Duchess has given me a task to make up for my fault. Alright, very well then. Instead of standing there, come with me and we will speak with the Duchess. Or, alright, we'll look into that later. We have other things to do now than to be concerned with a story dating 10 years back. First option. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's go in. I love how both of their weapons have chimneys on them. It's great.
Welcome to my poor duchy. I have been told that you are the regent of Glardo and Silverfall. Pardon me, but what brings you to this sad, devastated country? And what has happened to the king?
First option says, Honorable Duchess, my name is Meh Kane. The king and royal family have sadly been killed during an attack by Necro Raider bandits. Since the city and kingdom of Glardo no longer have a leader, the people have made me regent. Or, my respects, Duchess, I have a friend with me, Morka, who was the bodyguard of your dead brother. I'm going to do the first one first.
I am terribly sorry. The royal family was well loved, even in these faraway parts. Why have you come? Unfortunately, we cannot give you the slightest help, as long as our own problems are unsolved.
A terrible threat weighs on Nelway. The being that brought destruction to Silverfall wants to take control by force. It is provoking battles and destruction everywhere. It is merely a shadow that needs a body for shelter and moves from body to body on the death of the latest victim.
I'm sorry, but how does this concern me? My son. He is dying. He is terribly ill. He only has a few days to live, and the duchy will have no heir. And what can I do? Poor old woman that I am.
The current host for the shadow is none other than my friend Kara. To free her and destroy the threat, I need your sacrificial crystal.
The crystal of steelite? Don't even think of it. It has been in our family since its beginning, and it is out of the question that it leaves us. Since we must disappear, better to go with our honor intact.
Please, is there nothing that can make you change your mind?
Well, I could give it to you if you did me a favor. A big favor. It will save the Steelite lineage from extinction.
But you said that the Baron has no descendants.
There is actually a descendant. A bastard. I don't know how to find him. If you bring him to me, I will give you the stone and you can keep it. Honor will take second place to the survival of our family.
Haha, then it's not honor, is it? I see. Where should I look for him?
The child must be 2 years old now. I made the mistake of chasing away his mother, a servant that the Baron found attractive in a moment of weakness. I didn't know she was pregnant. I have learned lately that she was taken in by a hermit, a hob. His cabin is in the haunted hills. Take care. They are true to their name.
I will bring you the child. You can count on me. Also, conversation about Morka. Morka, yes, I remember this warrior. Sadly, she was not able to save my poor brother, but it is said that she fought bravely. I thought so, but she would like to ask you something. Orca is saying, Madam, I carry to this day the awful blame of not having been able to heal your brother and to have watched him die without being able to do anything. I was hoping that you would give me a task to complete that will wash my hands of this crime. And then I say, I too ask you to accept her request. She will never forgive herself without it. Very well, Morka. As payment for having failed to keep my brother alive, I want you to do something for me. A terrible creature is attacking the inhabitants of the city, and for the moment, our hunters have not been able to put an end to it. Kill this creature, and you will be forgiven. Well, are you satisfied, Morka? Yes. I thank you, madam, for having listened to me. I will go right away to complete this task as soon as my friend is ready. Let's go after you, Morka. All right. Now maybe, just maybe, Morka will stop whining after we kill this creature. Let's go kill a creature. That way, for sure, I will be saved in Steellight and shouldn't have to fast travel or worry about not being able to fast travel or whatever. Silly game. Alright, you have a quest. You seem to be a very brave young man. Would you, by any chance, have access to the palace? I might do. Why? Well, it's just that, you see, I harbor a very deep and assured, very chaste feeling for the Duchess. She is so... Okay. Well, each to his own, and I suppose. Unfortunately, I don't have time to waste. Yada yada. Let's do the first one. Well, I would very much like to have one of her possessions. Anything will do. What can I say? A perfumed handkerchief, a delicate slipper, any clothing of hers will fill me with joy, and I would know, how to reward you. Option 1, by reciting a pretty poem? No thanks, I'm not going to steal anything from the Duchess for a crazy old goat. Or, what I wouldn't do in the name of love and money. Okay, I'll try to find an object belonging to her. Let's do the second one. If you go to the palace, I'm sure you won't have any problems finding something without, of course, causing her any unhappiness. Of course. Well, you know what? Let's go back in. See if I can find something. I vaguely remember this. There's like a garment or whatever. This building is a neat design. I like it. Alinia's Jewel. Found an item. I believe this is probably a companion quest. And then I get some sort of, I guess, a bard or something. Alright, it's you! It was a pleasure, or, well, sleep tight. Okay. I need to... work his debt. There we go. If you'd like to earn a bit of money, yada yada, 5 ice elements. That's... there we go. Let's go kill a beast. Provided I can figure out where to cross. I see. I see. I must say, I am so thrilled not to have Dancelame as part of my party anymore. That incessant screaming he does when he charges into battle, I don't like it. It's awful. Light gun. Well, that's already better than what I've got. Okay. I think that was the quest complete. So apparently one of these was the animal, air quotes. Any of you champions nearby? Yeah. Let's go get some champion XP before we return. that. Glad I did. Mechanical saw. What have we got here? An improvement. Generally. Over what I had. I have not leveled up. I guess I go back and talk to... Wait, no, I talked to Morka. Except you won't let me talk to Morka. Usually I can click on these things and just accidentally engage a conversation, but now, what's going on? Let's go back to Steelite. Maybe I can do it in town. Morka. Nope. Fine. Let's go inside. Morka, there we go. What a relief. I haven't, or at least I have, bleh. At least I sense the prince's soul rests in peace. How can I thank you for helping me for so long and for putting up with me when I was in such a bad state? Option 1. Come on, Morka, you have often been useful and I can understand how you were feeling. I was often harsh with you, but I didn't want to let you wallow in self-pity. I am happy to see that you have fully unburdened yourself. Option 2. It's true that it hasn't been easy. You were such a nuisance with your stories up until this quest. Anyway, we can leave now that things have calmed down. Come on. Or option 3, no problem. What counts is that you are better now. This one has the least amount of emotion with it. I'll do the third one. Orca's debt. Now, what do I have to do to become 100% technology? What do I have to do? Alright, going to save. Then I'm going to go outside and save again. And hopefully, it will remember that I am here in Steelite. Now, I look up at my stream and it says 2.5 hours. But I know that before this was at least another almost 2 hours worth of stream before my router went kaput or whatever happened. So down in the other corner of my screen it says it's 1:15 midnight. And this is roughly the time when I would be wrapping things up anyway. And here I am at Steelite with my Cyber Troll and Healer Troll. I think they're trolls. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Next time I'm streaming, which will be tomorrow, I will be on Performium. I will be working on the walls of Undercity and finishing up the tops of those. And then if there's any time after I finish the tops of those, any time to do something else, then maybe I'll work some more on the Menger Sponge, who knows. Friday, possibly will be streaming. And if it is, what I will be streaming is a single player look into some of the content from the data packs that I have not yet gotten to, and to test to see if I can get some of the other data packs that I would like to add to work. And this follows the discovery that as long as I limit it to single player, my ticks per second, they're just fine. It's stable at 20. Actually, it is more than 20. There, instead of being at 50 milliseconds per tick, it's something like 30 milliseconds per tick. 30 milliseconds per tick is great. That means there's time for every tick. There's time for it to just idle. And that's what you like to see, is having spare time between the ticks. I'm going to add the Stardust fragment for sure, and get that hammered out. I'm going to add whatever that companion data pack is that was made by the same developer, Stoopy or something like that, that also works with power, and probably get rid of the mechanization. Mechanization is neat, but if I don't have to deal with storing vats of melted metal just so that I can make alloys, if I can just, have an alloy nugget, or if it skips alloys entirely and doesn't get involved with that nonsense, I will be much happier. But I'm going to be inspecting those, and then some of the last bits of testing that I'm going to do before I finalize my decision on what's going into the data pack collection will be to see what the end of the progression for the expansion is like, to see if it gives me any inspiration for sequencing things and making some plans for the challenge. Then, once all that's done, I will be mapping out the things that I need to do for each of the stages in the Refugee to Regent Challenge, combining the old data with the new data, with the new game stuff, and combining in the data packs for one complete package and storyline, so that I can have just a cohesive adventure of me building a kingdom and exploring and enjoying all the stuff that's just all this beautiful stuff that's been added by all these data packs. Not just new in town, but also the terrain generation and the structures and that sort of thing. There's just a whole lot of stuff that hasn't been displayed that I think is worthy of just being put out there, and I want to make a series out of it, a series of streams and or videos, who knows. But tomorrow is going to be Performium. Friday will be data pack testing, if I'm going to stream on Friday, and I probably will. But then Saturday and Sunday, as often is the case, my weekends are kind of hairy and I don't really have much time for streaming. If I am going to stream, it'll be on Discord, so you can hang out there and maybe catch me do some streaming on Discord. But for now, as far as this is concerned, this little adventure here in Silverfall, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. So thank you ever so very much for watching and spending time and hanging out, chatting, and especially you, Johnny. I absolutely appreciate the company and the friendship and the conversations. And to you or anyone else who might be watching, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section. Or you can message me on Discord, which I have a link down below in the description of this video, where you can follow the link and pick a reaction role, pick the YouTube reaction role, and you will be able to see all the wonderful stuff that's going on in my Discord, and also, you know, chat in general. Also, if you like this video, do give it a like. I appreciate it, and it does help immensely. And if you haven't already, do please go ahead and subscribe so that you can know when my future stuff comes out. I am trying to push past that 2,000 subscriber mark, and I'm inching closer every day. And I can't wait to see that become 2,000 and more and more. So please do subscribe if you haven't. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. This has been Silverfall with the character Mechane, who is a lazy technologist, and his little companions of trolls with hammers. And this is including the Earth Awakening expansion, so this is Silverfall and Earth Awakening. I'm not sure how much of the Earth Awakening content I will be covering through the course of these streams, but it is in here. But anyway, this is Silverfall, this is Mechane, I have been Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.